I'm so mad at my country right now. Why did you think that this was the person that was going to make things better in this country? You can't hate into harmony. Why is everybody so scared of equality? Why is everybody so scared of people that look differently than them, and that think differently than them, and that live differently than them? Why in 2025 are people battling just for the right to exist in peace without people bothering them or trying to oppress them or hating them or harming them? White people, let's talk about it. Let's talk about our violence, white violence. No more deflecting, no more blaming everything on everybody else. Let's confront ourselves. White people in America, our history is so extremely violent. And instead of confronting that, we continue to blame other people for the issues and the problems in this country, instead of just taking ownership of our part to play in everything, which is a huge part. Can we stop scapegoating other groups of people, please, and just look at ourselves? White people, it's time to talk about it. Like, it's long past time. Getting rid of other groups of people in this country is not going to make this country better. It's not going to make your life better. It's not going to make you better. I think white people are so scared to talk about race and to talk about white violence and white supremacy because they don't want to connect themselves to it. We don't want to feel like we're a part of the problem. But unless you're acknowledging the reality of how the US, this country, runs, you are a part of the problem. I truly believe in my heart, in my soul, that if you're born a white person in this country or on this planet, but I'll just speak about this country, part of that journey is to dismantle systems that have been built to oppress other people. The hard work of life is to confront yourself. How do I benefit from the way that things are? And how does my benefiting from those things harm other people? And instead of walking around with, 1,000-pound bag of shame on your back, consider it your responsibility to do that work. Consider it an opportunity that you are in the best possible position to make this world a better place by not accepting racist and prejudiced and oppressive systems for what they are and trying to contribute to changing them. Use the privilege that you have for good. I don't think that anybody can ever really love themselves without being honest about themselves, without being honest with themselves. And that work is painful and hard, but it's so worth it. White people, you don't have to consciously think that you're better than other people in order to contribute to harm against them. All it takes to contribute to harm is to stay silent and disengaged. White people, can we finally get this shit right? Can we finally take accountability? Can we finally look ourselves in the mirror and decide that this isn't good enough? We're not doing a good enough job. You aren't losing because somebody else is safe and cared for. You aren't losing because somebody different than you exists. White people, let's talk about it. Let's start having these conversations with ourselves and with each other. It's time.
Hello lovelies, welcome back to today's episode. When they said that white fatigue is real, let's get to hear how these white people, they come out to learn about their white fatigue, the way they are tired of being called white, the way they are tired of what their people are keep doing on black people. Let's dive in, drop your opinion in the comment section, then we'll come back with more commentaries.
White supremacy is so embarrassing. It's humiliating. White supremacy is humiliating. Can we stop? Can we just stop, please? I want it to stop right now, immediately. Just stop it. Just stop. It's so cringe and it's disgusting and it's just stagnant, old, disgusting, cringe, horrible, embarrassing, humiliating energy. And I just need it to stop now. Everyone needs it to stop now. We're done. Stop, everybody. Stop it. It's fucking awful. Like, you think you're better because you're pale? That's absolutely insane. White supremacy is a delusional mess. And the world is fucking exhausted by it. We're done. Goodbye. Good night. Why can't we use our money and our resources and our time and our energy to build people up, to build up our neighborhoods, to invest into communities that are struggling? Like, why can't we finally put all of our energy and our resources into positively contributing to society and making the world that we live in a better place? Why can't we just fucking accept each other? Why are people still so susceptible to listening to just hatred, just pure hatefulness, and that being the thing that they're moved by? Why does that move you? Why doesn't love move you? Why doesn't kindness and generosity move you? It's like every single time there's a group of people fighting for their rights in this country, the whole world just explodes in fear and fear-mongering, and it works. And why can't we learn from our history? Why can't we recognize that the same thing seems to happen over and over again? Why are we stuck in a continuous loop of fear and oppression, and fear and oppression, and having to fight fear and oppression? Why can't people in power, with money, whatever, give it up? Just go live your lives. Pay attention to yourself. Enjoy all of the resources and privilege that you have and be in peace. Why are you so fucking angry? Why are you so controlling? Why are you so in everybody's business? There's absolutely no need. You are better equipped than anybody on the planet to go live your life in peace. So why don't you just do that? All of us are going to die someday. Everybody who's trying to hoard and accumulate all of this wealth and this power or whatever, this fake shit, you're not going to get to keep that. You're going to be gone someday, and who knows when that day is. So why are you chasing it to the point that you're willing to harm others to get it and to keep it? What is going on? Release that. Why can't we just take care of each other? Why is that so hard? Why is that so seemingly impossible for this world? Or I'll just speak for the US. Why is that so hard for us? It should be the most natural thing in the world to understand that if my neighbor is doing well, that's a good thing for me. I'm exhausted by every single headline that just goes against everything in my soul that I believe about life. It's just painful. It is painful, and it is depressing and so sad. And I wish that things were different. To anybody watching, I hope you're okay. Sending love to you. So in speaking with white people, that is the point of confronting each other and ourselves about whiteness, about white supremacy, about white violence, because you just there's no way to deny it. It's undeniable that white supremacy exists and is alive and thriving in this country. Trey Reed was found hanging from a tree, and his case was immediately dismissed as suicide. Second autopsy, and we're hearing a very different story, which is completely unsurprising. ICE agents walking around, shoving people to the floor, separating families, brutalizing people, brown people, vast majority of the time, without repercussions, without consequences, without even having to show their faces or their names. So, white people, when we think about the culture of white supremacy, white violence, and the history of that and how it persists today, culturally, the fact that you just exist as a white person means that you are contributing to the culture of whiteness somehow. Just like every single person on planet Earth contributes to the culture that exists in their communities. Your existence contributes to some sort of dynamics that exist in this world. You could be contributing aggressive, intense racism, using slurs, degrading people, making people's lives hard, demonizing people, You could be contributing to that culture by engaging in it. You could be fighting hard with your activism against that culture and trying to use your voice for good, trying to donate your money, your time, your energy, picking up books and reading, listening to conversations with people that don't look like you, did not grow up like you, and have insight that is really important for you to learn. Or you could be in denial and just ignoring everything. You could be afraid and avoidant. You could live your life without going anywhere near this subject matter because that's more comfortable and that's easier. But that also is contributing to a culture and a dynamic. So no matter what you're choosing to do, no matter how you exist, you are contributing to the dynamics that exist in the world in one way or the other. And the question is, how do you want to contribute? Who do you want to be? Racism and bigotry isn't just about using slurs or dehumanizing people to their face. It's about the systems that exist in this country that make some people's lives better and that benefit some people, but harm others. So, white people, it's important for us to talk about white supremacy and to educate ourselves about how the systems in our country operate and the outcomes that people face as a direct result of how these systems operate. Nothing changes if nothing changes, and I hope lots of people are having these conversations. I hear it sometimes, but I don't hear it enough, and I want to be somebody that engages in these conversations. I think it's so important now more than ever for us to be using our voices and to be finding ways to connect and communicate about how our country actually runs, the reality of life for people in this country, and how do we contribute to that, and what is our responsibility. And I think we all have a responsibility to each other to make this place safer, because if what everybody says that they want is safety, but your neighbor is constantly unsafe, you are not safe. Safety is about the stability of a community. It's about how we treat each other. It's about what we offer each other. It's about generosity. It's about humanizing each other. It's about seeing the needs that people have, the very real, intense needs that people have, and deciding that it is our responsibility to meet those needs, to get people on stable ground so that all of us can experience safety and stability. Nobody will ever be able to convince me that we are going to reach a state of harmony and safety and kindness and generosity and equality in this country if we don't take accountability, address each other, confront ourselves, and decide that all of us have a responsibility to create the world that we want to live in. It isn't productive to just continue blaming generations past for all of our issues and remaining in denial about what still exists today. So, white people, let's keep talking about it. Love you.
After hearing this, you have heard the way they are being tired. They are being tired of what their race is doing on other race. They are being tired of being called white because you can't tell. We've been here saying this time around, people need to change what they are doing. People need to learn from their history. People need to stop some behaviors. This is what we are seeing right now. If some white people would come out to expose their people that whatever they are doing, they are not happy about it, they know that each and everything, they like to do something and coming out so fast to play victim. They've been oppressing black people for so long and the other race. Do you see? This is something some of them are tired of. This is something we've been saying. These people, they don't want to learn, but there will be a time. There are people at least they will come out to convince them to stop what they are doing. Now see, when we are talking about white race, racism here and there towards black people of color, here and there, we're trying to say, see, what happened this time around. This is a new era. People need to come out and build a new empire, to unite together to build the country. When you try to see right now, the way these people, they are tired, you have seen Some white people, they keep saying, we grow up to tell us the white privilege, but I've never enjoyed something like that. I've even seen white privilege helping someone. If I'm still here struggling to make it, to gather all the bills, if I'm still here being broke, can't afford to rent a two-bedroom house, how would you convince me that I'm living by white privilege? This is something people came out to create, to conquer the whole world, to keep show the others that they are superior. But there is nothing I've never seen about it. Now you see, no wonder we keep saying, whatever you are doing, don't think that all people are on your side. These people, whenever they came out to expose, to show that they are racist, they don't want the other race across them, there are other few people who are tired of those behavior. There are other people who are ready to fight to end each and everything. No wonder we keep saying black people has been there screaming for so long. The way they are being treated badly, the way they never give them all rights to live as human beings. Now see, some people are still coming out on their side to say enough is enough. This our race need to stop each and everything. They need to hear that other race are also human beings. We can't stand here keep seeing these people doing all these sort of things. Now you see, when we talk about it, these people coming out to expose their race, it's a high time other people also keep coming out to keep talking about it. Because you can't tell how someone will sit there, explain you the way he always struggle, he always consider himself as a white. He always there feel how other race are what the other race are passing through, what the other race, the way they are suffering in the hands of other race because they think that they are great than them. You can't tell. No wonder we keep saying this time around what people really need. They need to stop the past. They need to let the past be the past. If you keep thinking that being racist is going to help you have a great life, I think you are lying yourself. In this time around, a lot of people are keep saying that racism is so expensive. Whatever is happening in America, it's all because of racism. You are seeing a lot of people are passing through a lot. Most of white people they are being laid off because they came out to support a system which was never there for them and which is not even care about their lives. Now see what is really happening. They are crying because they resist, they are racist, they resist being in that white privilege, white supremacy. Now see the results. They are crying on internet. They are crying a lot here and there. Oh, see, black people has been telling all these things. They want us not to do this. Now see what is really happening. I think they were right. Now see what is really happening. When you see that the white people, they are now exposing their white fatigue, they are rant about it. This is something which will show you that they are tired. Everyone right now is showing their feelings that they are fed up with the system which came out to fool them about the other race. Now they are starting to know the truth of each and everything. Guys, let me know what you think about today's episode. Drop your opinion in the comment section. Do you think white fatigue rant is real? Do you think white people need to keep coming out to rise up their voice, to stop their race, what they are doing, to come out together, to unite, to build a nation which doesn't based on racial profiling? Thank you for watching. See you in my next episode. Bye.